What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. So you want to be a personal trainer. That's your goal, huh? You want to make it happen. You want to be able to get on your feet all day and train people and help people reach their goals and become a millionaire trainer to the stars. I'm about to break your dreams. I'm about to bust your hopes, and I'm about to ruin your day. Training is a shitty profession to get into. And I'm going to explain why. And of course, I'm a trainer. I make $400,000. Look, I'm speaking to the masses. I'm not speaking individual. If you have an individual question, call me, email me. I'll do my best to answer your individual situation. I'm going to tell you why aiming to be a personal trainer as your career choice is a bad decision. Number one, it's overcrowded. Every high school dropout and person who thinks they want to be fit and active the rest of their life takes a weekend course at the Rush or LA Fitness and becomes a shitty personal trainer. The problem is the general mainstream does not know what a good personal trainer looks like. Also, you're looking at a very small niche of bodybuilders who actually do it. So the general mass population that you actually want to target, who are gonna help you pay your bills, they're gonna go with any fucking trainer LA Fitness or The Rush hooks them up with. Why? Because they don't know any better. They don't fucking know. They don't know Charles Glass. They don't know who he is. They don't know anything. You're like, well, I'm going to train elite athletes. That's okay. Where's your education? You still have to go to school for that, and then you have to work your way up. Well, I want to be an online coach. All right. That sounds fair, fine, and dandy. How are you going to get clients, and how are you going to spread your name? And also being an online coach, do you even know what you're doing? Do you even lift? Okay, so there's so many things that go into being a personal trainer that I think everybody gets involved in this whole, oh, trainers are great. You get to be on your feet all day. Also, the main issue is hours. To be a successful personal trainer, you have to meet your first client at around 5 a.m., if not earlier, because people train before work. So you got clients from 5 to 10 a.m. At 10 a.m., unless you hit a MILF crowd who's going to be hiring you for when their kids are in school or whatever, you're going to be pretty much dead between 10 and 3. At about 3 o'clock, you'll be seeing other clients who are getting off of work. You're going to probably be working till about 10 p.m. So if you're okay with working 5 a.m. to 10 a.m., and then working at 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., that's all fine and dandy. But let me go into what you're actually going to be getting paid. Now, high-end personal trainers who train at gyms are going to be either paying rent or a per session rate. Whereas some gyms will charge you, they'll take 40% of your earnings. So if you charge somebody $100, they take 40 of it, and you have to get your own insurance, which is also going to cost money. Number two, they might just take a flat rent. I know that some gyms take, like, let's say $500, $1,000 a month. That's an immediate $500, $1,000 a month, or at least 5 to 10 training sessions that you are going to have to donate to this gym. That's literally a day of work per week, a day of work and a day of work out of the month that's going to be donated to the gym. Okay, and the other option is to work for a mainstream box gym like LA Fitness or The Rush. Then your payout, I'll tell you what we were paying people when I was at Valley Total Fitness. Okay, it was 12 bucks. I don't know if it's changed, but let me just give you 12 bucks an hour if you were not certified. If you just had the little Valley certification, or you just had a good in. And it was $21 an hour if you were certified. And they were paying about $40 a session to $50 a session, depending how many you sign up for. So in that situation, you're still giving up 50% at least of your stuff. Now, as someone at Valley, they encouraged me to hire people who weren't qualified, who weren't certified, so we get more money. Think about it. If you're getting at $12 an hour for that trainer to train the person paying $50, or $21 an hour for the person paying $50, where's the better margin? So, those of you who want to be a personal trainer as a career, I recommend doing what my man Clay did. Clay for Pay. You guys know him. He was a trainer at The Rush. He used that experience, and he parlayed it into an actual desk job career he's doing now within the fitness industry. I'm very proud of him. But he knew that long term it wasn't a good idea to be a professional personal trainer forever, because you cannot pay your bills on $15,000 to $25,000 a year. And that's if you hustle, and that kid was hustling. So, what I am saying is, if it's your dream to be a personal trainer, I would wholeheartedly recommend you look into another dream. Or I'd recommend you get a fallout job, get a degree in business, get something, and realize personal training isn't just about what you know as a trainer. It's about how well you sell. Because at the end of the day, you can't train people unless you sell them the sessions. I'm sorry I had to kill your dreams, kids, but stay in school, major in something other than fitness, and get a real job. Not that personal training isn't a real job, and not that there aren't very successful personal trainers, but remember, there's a whole lot of personal trainers that you have to swim through in order to get to the end of the ocean. That metaphor made no fucking sense. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, because being a broke-ass personal trainer on food stamps, that's not a game.